And welcome to the O'Brien Icehouse here in Melbourne for this Game 3 Premier Division clash between the Blackhawks and the Demons. Each team taking one game apiece in this series. The Blackhawks forcing it to a Game 3 on Friday night with a 4-3 victory. And the game that saw many a penalty, including a 5-minute major. But both teams are looking to get one hand, well, two hands on the cup, really, but both teams with one hand on it. And we'll know at the conclusion of this one who will take home the Kleiner Trophy. My name's Steve White. Thanks for joining us here this evening. The last of the grades to wrap up here in IHV. D grade and C grade wrapped up on Saturday night. D grade, the Ice Wolves taking out 2-0 over the Demons with a 6-0 victory. And the Senior C Blackhawks in a double overtime thriller, 4-3. And I was going to say I was proud to be part of that. And yeah, 3-on-3 overtime is great when you win. But Senior B as well, Blackhawks getting over the Jets in two straight games as well on the Friday night. So 2 to the Blackhawks, 1 to the Ice Wolves, and will it be 3 to the Blackhawks or 1 to the Demons to close out season 2022? And it's pretty much the end of hockey for the year, unless until November 5th, 6th and 7th, when we will have the Trans-Tasman Series, Australia playing New Zealand here at the O'Brien Icehouse. So I checked the iha.org.au website for ticketing details, or the O'Brien Icehouse webpage, and I think there are tickets left, but 4th and 5th should sell out. Anyway, we're just about ready for proceedings to commence at Centre Ice. I do believe we're going to have a minute's silence for Her Majesty the Queen. The funeral is today, but I think each team receiving their final instructions before we get underway with that. Now, also you should clarify the overtime rules as per every other grade. So we go into overtime, it's 4-on-4 for 10 minutes, then 3-on-3 for 10 minutes, then we go into the ill-fated shootout and best of 5. So we'll see if we even progress to the extra time periods, but we've got 3 periods of hockey to get there before. And we are about to have a minute's silence for the Queen, so we will undertake that, then we'll get back to the action.
Thank you, gentlemen. We will have a minute's silence in respect of Queen Elizabeth II, recently deceased. Thank you, everybody.
So we're set for action here between the Blackhawks and the Demons here in Premier Grade. Game number 3. Demons and Blackhawks with 1 apiece. Your starting goaltenders at the respective ends. Damien Holland in net for the Blackhawks. 13 regular season games, 12-1 record. And with the 1 shutout, finished with a save percentage of .881. And Elaine Jark in net for the Demons. 11 games, 6-3-2 record, save percentage of .869. We're underway here at the O'Brien Icehouse. Your officials for this evening's game, Craig Armstrong-Fay and Rob Love wearing the bands. Glenn Waters and Isabel Russell on the lines. As the puck now comes back into the defensive zone now here for the Blackhawks. McCoy wrapped up the best defenseman for Premier Division. Here's Zan Lungi, part of that B-grade winning team just a couple of nights ago. Comes to McCoy, slaps it on net, and that one was deflected there by Dow. And touched out to centre. Now here's Armstrong. Armstrong, B. McCoy, slings one on net, and that's blocked aside by Holland, making his first meaningful stop of the game. Sent around, and In behind for Armstrong to fish out as Holland helped it the rest of the way. Stays in the right side of the blue line as far as the Demons are concerned. But McCoy has the puck now as the Blackhawks change personnel. Long range pass for Yule, just wide of his stick, but on net and forcing Jark to cover. We'll have a face-off to his left. So Zanlangi in the lineup tonight for the suspended Andrew Fitzgerald, after he got that 5 in game for spearing controversially in the second period, late in the second period of game number 2. So that's the only change to either lineup. As the draw one now here by the Demons. Howe whips this one around now here for De Lorenzo, who had a goal on Friday night. Another person who had a goal was Ashby, pursued at the blue line. Skrzylenski just pokes the puck forward. The Blackhawks try to clear their zone. Howe did well to keep the right side of the blue line, but he was intercepted, and Ashby now going to go 1v1 via Niamuka. Ashby with Connors. Ashby got a shot away right into the skate there in Niamuka and didn't go anywhere. As the puck flipped out now here to Skrzylenski. He's met solidly there by the defense of Who. The puck put in behind the net now. And Blackhawks with a breakout. Sent up by Who. Now here to Ashby with Travis Woods to his right. His shot is deflected there. And into the corner it goes, right. Sent it in front, and jamming at it there was Ashby at Jark. Made the save. So we'll have a face-off to the left, to the right of Alain Jark. Nash, Longmuir, Markham out for the Blackhawks. As the puck moved back into center, here's Bailey behind his own net. Feather touches this one onto Tucson. Tried to go there to Hochman, who just went past it. Nita, well, had it poked away from him. Hochman on the aggressive forecheck, has it in the corner. Metzoli, what a hit there from Longmuir. Stood him up, separated him from the puck, and it comes all the way back now here to Russell Dow. His pass picked off. Nash is offside, though. Markham is as well, so the Blackhawks will have to relinquish control and get it through here to Armstrong. Just pivots and pivots again, and to the outside of the hash marks he goes. Pulls in and shot, near side shot off the side of the net. Holland had most of the angle covered. Armstrong, try number 2, and that's straight into the chest there of Holland, and he holds on. So 14:50 to go here in this first period. 0-0 the score if you're just tuning in on YouTube. Here's the effort from Armstrong to the outside, and just not much to work with there as Holland had taken most of the net away. And he slings this one around now into the corner. Yule goes fishing there for the Blackhawks. Moved out now here to the leading scorer, Tommy Powell. Pulls up, shoots near side, blocked aside there by Jark. And Armstrong gets the rebound. Pursued there by Zanlangi. And the Demons break out 3v2. Armstrong has Hochman to his right. Pass just wouldn't settle down for him. Sykes lays the check there on Hochman. He's got 2 Blackhawks players to deal with. It's sent back in there by Tucson. And it comes out now here to Powell. Down to the outside, driving the net. Here's who he shoots. Oh, good save there from Jark. Getting the right pad down and denying probably the best opportunity of the period there for the Blackhawks to make this 1-0. Here's Kevin Dow. Played a couple of games for the Ice Dogs this year towards the end of the season. McCoy takes over, in and over the blue line. Shot, and that was blocked aside again by Jark. Connor's side of the net. He slaps at it, and Jark pretty comfortable save off the side of the net. There's the opportunity there for Who going backhand, but Jark down to stop it. 13:20 remaining. Neither team's broken the deadlock. Handful of shots to both, probably 4, 5 each. And down the far side now come the Demons. Oh, Dow was away to the races if that pass had connected. But we have a whistle, and that's going to be offside. So draw one now by the Blackhawks. Nita just backhands this one out. Touched back now here to Howe. And in they go. Holland leaves it behind now here for McCoy. Has to be quick as Lake is right on his case on the forecheck. Nita just sends us near side. And the Blackhawks break out. Connors with Ashby 4 and 5. The Blackhawks attacking numerically. That shot goes over the crossbar, and Jark making sure of it regardless. Ashby now trying to drive the side of the net. Ashby, his shot goes off the side, and Connors is going to have to battle in the corner there. The check from Niamuka was legal. And play continues into the opposite corner. Demons trying to force this out of their own end. Dow pokes at it. Sykes. They battle. Who lends assistance? His defensive partner comes to the rescue, and he drives through center despite the close attention there from the Demons. The Sykes takes over. Nice moves from Sykes. Just couldn't get the forehand touch on it at the end. And Armstrong will take it now here for the Demons the other way as they facilitate a line change, swinging through their defensive end. Skrilinski right and De Lorenzo now on the ice. Here's Armstrong with a head of steam through center. Pass now for Skrilinski. McCoy sweeps up, and here's Nash. Nice pass now, finds Longmire. Longmire through two, splits the D. Longmire moving in, he shoots. Oh, it's off the side of the net. Deserved a goal. And that was now the best chance of the period for the Blackhawks. Is time we approach the halfway mark here of this first period, still scoreless. This is going to be icing as it's sent the length of the way, and Nita is going to beat everyone else. Cancelled out by the back linesman. McCoy, one-touch pass, right idea. That's, I thought that was not going to be offside because the Blackhawks put it back into their own zone, but we have a neutral zone face-off. Now here's the chance from Houston Longmuir. Whoa. 2 inches to the right, and that was in, but Jark had the paddle out regardless. Houston Longmire, 2 and 5 in terms of goals and assists on the season. Would have liked to have added to that tally. Here's Zanlungi now. Zanlungi all by himself, 1v1 with Bender. Cranks one, and that one's paddled aside there by Jacques. Good hit there. What a hit from Yule, standing up. Bender there in the corner. And the puck goes into the bench, and we get a whistle. A couple of big hits at either ends. Yule with that one, and a big hit in the opposite corner there by, I think that was Duncan Sykes throwing the check before. The Demons have the puck in their own end. Here's Bender, chips it off the glass to Hodgman. Intercepted by Nita. Got to wait for everyone else to touch up. They finally do so. Powell sent back into the neutral zone by the poke check. And he has to swing back all the way and generate some momentum. Now here's McCoy. Got Zanlungi at the far blue line calling for it. McCoy says that I'll do it myself. Did pretty well to draw 2 players to him. Has to cough the puck up though. Zanlungi in on the forecheck with Yule. They dig at it, sent back to the point. Nita did a pretty good job there of holding it, but turned it straight over here to Tucson. 2-on-2 the other way. Hodgman has some time and space. Does he have an angle though? His shot goes across the face of goal, and it goes back the other way. Icing will be washed out here as Niamuka will get to it before. Blows a tire in the end, and has Yule lurking on the forecheck, but he's at the end of his shift. And Niamuka capitalizes on that. Takes the puck over the line. Long-range try is pretty comfortably saved by Holland, and he holds on. So halfway mark now of this first period. It's 0-0. Blackhawks and Demons yet to score. 1 game apiece here. Game number 3, IHV Premier 2022 Grand Final Series. Connors just slips this one by his opposing center, and Jacques forced to play this one. Oh, dangerously cleared that one as Connors was lurking. And Cy Lake takes over now. Dow just can't settle that one down, but he did enough to cancel out icing. Sykes is going to beat Armstrong to it and whip it around. Just out of reach there of Connors. And Niamuka has it, sends it rink wide now here to Kevin Dow. Dumps it in, and for Armstrong to go chase, but Holland's going to beat all comers to the puck. Flipped it in the direction of Armstrong, and the Blackhawks just settle things down now here behind their own net. Sykes. Nice touch pass now here to Ashby. Just stepped out of the way of the check there of Howe. Holland out of his net again for Woods to skate onto. Just reverses the pass now here to Hu. Surveying options up ice, not much on them. Woods touches out, cancelled out icing, but that is cancelled out by way of going into the bench. So 7:48 to go. Draw one now by Markham. Skrilinski has it, puts it into the corner. First back to get it now, here's McCoy. Evades the check there of De Lorenzo. Off, and then turns it straight over though, right in front. De Lorenzo's got a great opportunity and a good save there. Follow-up try, and Holland makes a couple of great saves. And Well, that nearly turned to tragedy there for the Blackhawks, but the Demons smelled blood in the water. Damien Holland coming to their rescue. Mitch DeLorenzo very nearly making that 1-0. 7 minutes to go here in period number 1. Dow of the Russell variety moves back the other way and into the corner it goes. Holland. Nita makes sure of it. Nash went lurking for the puck. It's chipped back out now here to the point. Bender does. Oh, I think he's hard done by there. Just onside, I thought, from my angle, but going to be a neutral zone face-off. Defensive side of the ice for the Blackhawks. So we've nearly played 1 period here in this grand final. There's the draw 1. Powell tips this one out now here to Yule. He elects to dump this one in behind. Jacques forced out of his net. Did well on the clearing attempt, or maybe not. Powell, his centering attempt was cut off. Here's a shot now coming from who? That was off the skates. And out it goes. And out of the zone it goes as well. This is going to be icing. Cleared out there by the back linesman, and who will skate around and send this one up ice. Nice touch there for Powell, and Zanlungi was the intention, but it's sent back in front of the bench. Yule. Harper sends this the rest of the way. Now here's Powell. Powell back 3-on-2 the other way. Zanlungi's just out of reach of him, but I think Howell had the stick lift prepped, and that opportunity cancelled out by the Demons defense. Sykes initially did well to try and put that back into the zone, but Armstrong's got the puck now. Armstrong pulls up. Here's the trailer looking for Tucson, and that was just poked out of reach. So game's starting to open up a little bit at both ends now. Powell tried to throw that one in front as Connors and Hu were both lurking. Hu pinching in from the point as the rest of his team are finishing up a line change. Backhand try, and that one was saved by Jacques. Jeff Hu had 6 goals on the year, 12 assists for 18 points. Part of that bronze medal winning team in Mexico in the under-20s a couple of months back. Melbourne Ice as well this year. There's the draw 1 now here by the Demons. Connors pokes it in. Woods goes looking for it, v. Howe. And back out to the point now. Here's an opportunity for McCoy. Wrist shot blocked aside there by Jacques. Connors providing the scream and now providing the cycle. No one home though. It's Matt Armstrong for the Demons, and he assesses who's got time and space up ice, and it's not much. The 3-man forecheck now here for the Blackhawks, really preventing any kind of outlet pass, so he has to go to Howe. He starts out of his own zone down the near side. Howe swatted at there by Connors, and they continue their battle in the opposite corner. Hotchman comes in to assist, as does Nita, and 2v2 as Connors throws the shoulder there on Hotchman and separates him from the puck. And McCoy starts out and almost turns the puck over though, goes the right side of the blue line as far as they're concerned. And Woods sends it cross ice now here for McCoy. Had Tucson waiting for him. McCoy had his pocket picked there by Armstrong, albeit temporarily. And he goes back now here to Nita, his defensive partner. And he sends a short touch pass now here to Ashby with Markham. Ashby dispossessed, and Armstrong back the other way. 1v1v Hu. Armstrong fakes the shot. Nice move. Great poke check there by Hu to break that one up. There's a classic veteran versus rookie encounter. And this time the rookie comes up trumps. And he, speaking of which, dumps it in behind for Wright to pick up, or thought he was going to, but Nash checked him into the glass. Demons now trying to break out. Backhand pass, cross ice now here for Bailey with a bit of time. Backhand pass of his own intended for Lake. Wright comes to bail them out. Didn't get all of that. Didn't even get through to Holland in the end as Hu mopped up the loose puck and sends it cross ice now intelligently off the kick plate. Bailey picked his pocket, shoots, and that's a save there by Damien Holland. Another shot, and that one, I think that was Harper in the end. And he puts it in behind the own net. Sykes banks it off now here for Markham to touch out to center as he took the check. Bailey has it now, lofts this one cross ice. Yule dumped back in, went off the linesman, and now back to Holland. And he has a 2.5 to go here in this scoreless first period. Zanlungi got 2 skaters up ice, one of them Powell, one of them Yule. Powell now looking for an angle. Delayed, looking for Zanlungi, who's the second trailer, and the Demons might capitalize on a break the other way with Lake and Harper. But Lake's pass, just a little too much steam on it. And Powell will start back the other way now here for the team in red, white and black. Powell, Yule backing him up. And backing him up is Zanlungi, and the puck backing up into the defensive zone for the Blackhawks as McCoy has it. And he'll try to reset. Elects to retreat behind his own net and start out. He gets the puck back there with Powell, and Yule sends it cross ice to Yule just behind him. He'll have to go back and fetch with a bender forecheck, or back check I should say, pending. The Demons have possession. Shot down, and McCoy has it after a collision there at the blue line. Yule throwing the shoulder. 100 seconds to go here in this scoreless first period. McCoy just shovels it out down here to Connors with Ashby, Nita and Woods on this first line. Second line, I should say. Woods tried to center that puck. Looking there for Ashby. Woods still driving towards the net. Nice defensive effort there from Bender on his hands and knees. Lofts it out to center. Sykes gloves it down and sends it cross ice now here to Connors. Connors fires, and pretty easy save there for Alain Jacques. So good chances at both ends for both teams. Both goaltenders, though, proving the difference so far.
1 minute remaining in this period.
So 1 minute left. Here's who. Wrist shot through traffic and seen all the way again by Jacques. Will have a redo of said face-off. Pivotal draw there, won by the Demons. Naimuka skates behind his own net. Touches it up now here to Skrilinski. Back to Naimuka. Sends it, or thought about sending it across to Howe in front of his own net, but wisely elected against it. And the Blackhawks might have time for one last attacking drive with 20 seconds left on the clock. Or maybe the Demons can swing back into their own attacking zone now. Here's Howe. Long touch pass there to Armstrong. Building up some steam through center. Too many Blackhawks there in the neutral zone, though. And he's not going to get much of an opportunity off as Lake just forced to play this through here to Holland. And he plays this into the corner, and that will do it. Well, after one period of play here in this grand final, game number 3, we are scoreless between the Blackhawks and the Demons. So I'd estimate the shot count probably 10 to 12, slightly in favor of the Blackhawks. But just a reminder of the overtime rules. If we are tied at the end of regulation, it will be 10 minutes of 4-on-4, then another period of 3-on-3, and then a shootout. So 2 periods now between that and that possibility. This said the final ultimate game of the season across all grades. This said B, C, and D have all wrapped up for the year, and the Women's League as well. So we're set for action now in this second period.
Into the first period, we have a heel draw. Shots on goal in the first period. Alain Jacques took 8 shots, allowing no goal. And Damien Holland took 6 shots.
So shot count 10 to 6 in favor of the Blackhawks. Got the 10 right, didn't get the other one right, but nonetheless, plenty more of those attacking opportunities to come as period number 2 gets underway as Rob Love drops the puck, and fellow official Russell Dow has it then. Stripped of it and put in behind the net there by Powell for Yule to skate onto. As the pass trickles through now, all to the neutral zone, and McCoy will take over and retreat, flip it across ice. Yule did well to actually get a stick on that. It was a bouncing puck. Has the puck now in behind, takes the check, sends it in front just behind Zanlunga. Here's Nita. Slings it through, they tap it, they score! Steve Zanlunga has made this 1-0. Beautiful tip in front of the net off Alex Nita's shot. Got the heel of the stick on it. He beats Alain Jacques, and we have a 1-0 hockey game. Here's a look at the replay. Here's the initial shot from Nita. There's Zanlunga camped in the high slot. gets the heel of the stick on it and beats Jacques to the glove side along the ice. And less than a minute into this first period, the Blackhawks have broken the deadlock. It's 1-0 here in game number 3, Premier Division Grand Final. Who? Some nice stick work from him, but an even nicer stick work there from Armstrong to strip him of the puck. So Zanlungi gets the goal, Nita gets the helper, and Yule gets another one as Who had De Lorenzo in the crosshairs on the near side. Wiser to that was De Lorenzo. The puck ends up on the near side now, but Who gets it back. 1v1v in Niamuka. Who cuts to the net, around the outside, appeals for a hook. Not in the opinion of either referee. As Ashby has the puck now here for the Blackhawks. Relinquishes control, and that's going to be sent the rest of the way. And icing washed out as Connors will go back with Sykes to start the breakout now here for the Blackhawks. Connors just wheels up. And Harper on his case, and goes back now here to Woods, picked up by Sykes. Sykes over the blue line. Sykes with Ashby. Sykes backhander and never really had the angle on it. Got it back though, sent it in front, and Harper was there to touch up for the Demons. Nash with Cy Lake. It's slapped the length to the right, and Holland comes out to settle it down, and 76 comes out to settle the account and go all the way end to end almost. Had to be wiser to the check there of Wright. Saw it coming though, as the Blackhawks complete a line change. Nita beats Bailey to the puck. Into the corner it goes. Here's Wright. As Armstrong and Longmuir collided there just off shot. I didn't see what that was about, but play continues the other way. Here's Kevin Dow. Left the puck behind. Nita has it now and sends it cross ice now. Here's Longmuir. 1v2, and whistle down is offside. We'll have a whistle. So here's the earlier effort from McCoy. Just stepped out of the hit there of Wright as he was closing in. And the Chris Frank zone over there on those far boards, or the Casper Russell Huber zone, whichever one you want to call it. Here's Dow. Pavey, near side. Hasn't seen much ice time so far in this game. There's the puck, a big hit thrown in the corner, and that's drawn a bit of a crowd as Pavey was decked. And we got a penalty. And someone's going. Longmuir it is. Not sure what the call is it's boarding or something else. There's the hit. Checking to the head. 2 and a 10. Okay. So Houston Longmuir will be out for 12 minutes most of this period. So check to the head was the call there from Rob Love, and we'll see what happens. So just a straight 2. Just had clarification there from the referee.
Number 85, Mr. Longmuir of the Blackhawks. 2 minutes for a check with the head. 85, White, 2 minutes, check with the head.
And this one sent the length of the ice, and we will have a whistle. So just the 2 minutes. Longmuir will be back after, providing there's no score. Obviously, he'll be back earlier if that is the case, as Armstrong looking to make that earlier as he steams down the outside. Armstrong trying to cut to the net, wrapped up, and there's going to be another penalty and a 5-on-3 coming to the Demons. Pretty clear hook as Jacques heads on off the ice, and the 6th skater heads on now here for the Demons. Howe had some room. Blackhawks trying to touch the puck. Lake, De Lorenzo, back to Howe. Had a shooting lane, relinquishes it to Bender, cranks one, and getting the paddle on it there was Holland. That was heard in the back row. De Lorenzo looking for a tip in front, they score! Kevin Dow, I think, is going to be awarded with it. I think that was deja vu, or a carbon copy of what happened at the other end with Zanlungi's goal. And, well, what a way to tie it. 1-1 the score now, 12:30 to go. I'm not sure if that's going to be credited to De Lorenzo or Dow. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's Dow. What a touch. So Kevin Dow makes this a 1-1 hockey game. Helper's going to go to De Lorenzo. And It's essentially a 0-0 game as we start all over again. Armstrong thinking about the wraparound. Got no time and space. Good stick there from Zanlungi to send this out to the neutral zone. And Bender goes back, gets it for the Demons. Now here to Dow. Back to Armstrong. As Bender to his left, goes him, took it well on the backhand. Bender driving the net, he shoots. Oh, great save there from Holland. He came up big. As Sykes was actually awarded the penalty at the end of that one. Because that power play goal, I should explain, it let Longmuir out of the box, but Sykes had to go in regardless. So they're going to have another 5-on-4 now here for the next 1 minute 10. Do the Demons, and a chance to potentially go ahead. But we'll see what unveils. Armstrong drops it off for De Lorenzo, who had the helper just a moment ago. Now here to Russell Dow. Fires, and that took a deflection on the way in, and Holland well out of his crease to challenge that shot. So 40 seconds left on the penalty to Duncan Sykes for hooking. As Dow has the puck and hands it off to Niamuka. They play give and go. Another shot, and that's going to be deflected into the glass. And who tried to clear the zone? Yule will attempt to do so as well. Reverses it and gets it out over the blue line and buys himself and his team a few seconds. Powell's done well. Howell's done it. Blown a tire. Powell. And well, that phonetical battle between Powell and Howell won by the P. And back now here to Niamuka on the far side. Niamuka pulls up, hands off to De Lorenzo, just out of reach, and we're back to 5-on-5 as Sykes steps back on the ice, and the Demons 1 for 2 on the man advantage tonight. Here's a shot there from Tommy Powell, and that goes into the netting via deflection. We have a whistle as we approach the halfway mark of the game, really, in period number 2. Nash to take this draw with Markham and Longmuir on the ice. Longmuir back to the point. Well read, though, there by Pavey, almost off to the races. Who did well to maintain the line. Sent in front. Here's a chance for Markham. He shoots. It's loose in front. And they jam it. And it's loose in skates. No! How did that stay out? Markham and Ashby. There was a sea of skates there, I think, was the difference in the end, because that was nearly 2-1. As Jacques didn't know anything about it after the rebound. And the Demons get out of jail on that one. Here's Bailey. Sends it cross ice. Glove down there by Hochman. And a check thrown in on Toussaint there by Longmuir. And a bigger check there by Hochman on Markham. And the puck sent back out into the neutral zone. So plenty of feeling in this one. As that one sent out, I think that copped Nash in the face, potentially. As he sees the check from Wright coming. Drops it off to Powell, but Toussaint there to sweep up for the Demons to start out for the goal scorer, Dow. Dow now. Fans on the shot as Sykes did enough to exploit that mistake. And he comes out 3-on-2 the other way. Powell now gets a shot, and that's blocked by Bender. And glove down there by Yule. Sent in behind the net as Sykes heads to the bench. Zanlungi on now here for the Blackhawks. Poked back up. And near side is Powell. It's a layer shot. It's loose. They scored. Zanlungi again. What a build-up there from the Blackhawks, and they make sure of it in front of the net this time, and it's 2-1. Steve Zanlungi has a pair. Let's have a look at the replay. Now, look at that intelligent touch from Powell. Delay shot from Yule. The rebound right there for Steve Zanlungi, and he gets the Blackhawks ahead by 1 with 7:52 to go. But that's still plenty of time either way as far as this game's concerned. Here's Dow, the lone goal scorer for the Demons. Can he get number 2 of his own? Can't do so. McCoy was in his way. Sorts a pass there to Powell. Did well to take that on the skates, but just left that behind. And Howe relinquishes control of the puck to Nita. Yule down the far side. Nice move from Yule to the outside. He shoots, and that's gloved by Jacques. And we have a whistle. So 7 minutes to go here in period number 2. The game really has started to open up both ways. Not much neutral zone action in this period, as it's usually straight in and straight out. Here's Who, with Lake providing the forecheck. Touches it off now here for the Mustang, Brendan Connors. Pass was intercepted there for Howe as Travis Woods was lurking at the far blue line. Armstrong swings around, as he so often does, around the center face-off circle. Lake, I should say. Back to Dow. Howe. Kevin Dow now. Nice move from him. It's side to side of the net, and a good save there as Armstrong went chopping at it, and Holland got the chest on it. Who? Just delays, tried to get the pass out there here to Woods, just went through his skates, and the Demons have an opportunity to come back the other way now. Here's Lake in over the line. Lake to the outside, sends it across, looking for a tip. Armstrong robbed by Damien Holland. And he's come up big a couple of times in this period so forth. Let's have a look at that one. This is the goal from a moment ago. This is actually the one that didn't go in. There's Longmuir jamming it off Jeff Hu's skates, as referee Craig Armstrong right on top of action there, but went off the inside of the thigh there of Jeff Hu, and Holland makes another save. Well, they'd get one a few moments later though, so they have a 1-goal advantage to the Blackhawks. Demons looking for that tying goal as they did earlier in the period when it was 1-0. Zanlungi with a 2-man scrum. Skrolinski ties up Nita. And here they come, De Lorenzo trying to find some time and space. Zanlungi, who tried to get it out, or turned it over in front of their own net. Skrolinski just can't settle down the puck. De Lorenzo backhands it on, but McCoy is there, and he sends it out to the neutral zone and gains his team a few seconds reprieve from defensive duties. Dow with a nice cross-ice pass. It's sent from Skrolinski, and a pretty easy save there for Holland. Demons probably had the majority of the shots this period, as here's the shot, and that goes into the chest of McCoy. Dow's going to keep it in and fire it right back. What a save there from Holland. Got the right pad down, and he kept it out of the net. Demons now shelling the Blackhawks net at will in this last 2 or 3 minutes. And this is going to be deemed icing, or maybe not, as Bender beats out the call. The Hawks are in the middle of a change. With 4.5 to go here in this second period. 2-1 the score in game number 3 of this 2022 Grand Final Series. 1-1 the series score. Here's Powell looking there for Yule. Turns around and the shot is deflected. Connors going to get to it first. Cycles this one now here for Yule to skate onto. Might have an angle. Yule drives off the post, it goes. But Jark had the rest of it covered. And a low percentage chance, but a chance nonetheless. Connors back now here to Sykes. Just bounced over his stick, and Holland will come out and act as the third defenseman as the Demons change personnel. Here's Powell now with a bit of space. 2v2 the other way. Powell pulls up, delays, waits for Connors to get in place. And elects to go to Yule on the near side corner. And Demons do well to snuff that out. And Armstrong will go back and quarterback this one from his own end. Nice slant pass there here to Dow. His shot, and didn't get through. As they go digging at it. Sent the rest of the way, and icing is going to be blown as it crosses the goal line, and we'll have a face-off to the left of Damien Holland with a shade over 3 minutes to play here in the second period. 1-goal advantage to the Blackhawks, 2 goals to Steve Zanlungi, and 1 for Kevin Dow for the team in red, white, and blue. This shot is Wright tried to step up on his man, and Yule touches it down now here for Zanlungi. No one home there in the high slot except Joe Nyamuka. He turns it straight back over though. The Blackhawks will go in on the forecheck. The Demons repel them once again. Who? Both teams keeping the shift short. Aspie goes cross-ice there to Zanlungi. Nice pass, finds him right on the tape. Zanlungi's almost a knuckleball of sorts. That did change levels on the way through there to Jark, but he saw it and handled it regardless. So approaching the 2 minutes remaining mark of period number 2 with a 1-goal game. Last game for season 2022 for IHV across all 4 grades and the Women's League. This chopped off Connors. Tried to backhand that one through to Travis Woods as Nyamuka tries to break out of his own zone, goes back to his defensive partner here in Howe. Has Toussaint to his right, and as well as Hoshman. Source of pass. No one on that far wing for the Demons, but McCoy will take advantage of a loose puck and go here to Nita. Nita slaps it to Ashby. Had to be careful with Toussaint lurking and looking to throw the shoulder. Nice moves there from Nyamuka. His shot and a good save from Damien Holland. The Demons trying to get one here before the break. 90 seconds remaining here in period number 2. They battle in the corner. Good job there from the shoulder of Connors and McCoy to combine to get this out of the zone. But he's some tired legs out there for the Blackhawks. As Woods now hands this off to Connors. He dumps this, and several of his line mates head to the bench on a line change to close out this period. Howe has Skrolinski now here at the far blue line. Elects to go short now to Bender. And McCoy on a long shift is going to retreat and beat out the icing call.
1 minute.
As Nita took a hit, rode most of it though. This going the other way is Dow. And that will be blown icing this time. We'll have a face-off to the right of Damien Holland's net. This is the moves from Joe Nyamuka. Nice hands to get around Connors and get a shot away through traffic using the defenseman as a screen, but big save made there by Damien Holland. Pivotal face-off now here for the Demons. Can they get it out? Zanlangi just chops it out to center. Here's Bender. 10 seconds left, and losing territorial advantage is going to be tough for the Demons to get an opportunity off as McCoy just long ranges it over, and just on side and touching up was Markham. Otherwise, that would have been a face-off back the other way. And that will pretty much do it here for period number 2 as we finish this one 2-1. No scoring in the first, 3 goals in the second. Steve Zanlangi with a pair for the Blackhawks, and Kevin Gow tying the game on the power play. Just the 2 penalties, one to Houston Longmuir for checking to the head, and another one to Duncan Sykes for holding. An otherwise pretty open game. And I'm sure the intensity will go up several beats per minute in this third and final, potentially final period, I should say. I put an asterisk next to that. Hope you're enjoying the stream on YouTube, wherever you're watching at home. Here at ATC Productions, bringing you the final series, thanks to James and crew, particularly the playlist on Saturday night. Would have expected more pre-Attitude Era WWE themes, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers, really. Oh, there we go. That's more like it. The glass breaks, and Austin 316 says something, something, something. But with 18 and 2-1 on the scoreboard, period number 3, game number 3 of this best-of-3 final series between the Blackhawks and Demons. The Hawks with a 1-goal advantage going into the third period of regulation, and we'll see what chapter of history is written in terms of Premier and who skates away with the cup at the end of it. Yule chases Pender.
Second period, Blackhawks 2 leading the Demons.
Sykes pulls up with a puck just to Zanlangi here at the near zone.
Second period.
Here's Who to the outside. Who sends it in front. Yule jams at it and just can't get the stick on it. And Who with that, and Yule with the best chance of the period, this young period, only less than a minute old. So 18 shots to 14 here in this second period. Demons starting to pile up the shot count. Here's Lake with a long-range shot of his own, paddled aside there by Holland. Had to be quick as Dow was looking for the wraparound and trying to bank that one off the pads. And Powell's got it 1v2, just gains the line and flips it in on the net of Jark, who makes the catch, and we get a whistle. Don't forget, we have the Trans-Tasman Series, as I mentioned before, coming up. Australia, New Zealand. Usually it's in NZ every year, but this year it's at the Icehouse, weekend of November 6th and 7th, and Friday night, I should say, on the 5th. Check out your O'Brien Group website for tickets, or the Ice Hockey Australia website. Some of the guys playing tonight will be featuring in that game, surely, as that's going to be icing. Ooh. Just. Don't also forget we have the AWIHL starting in a few weeks' time, and the AJIHL will also be returning for season 2022-23. So we don't stop over summer. There's Ashby near side of the net. Connors lays the check there on his man, and Ashby does similar. And the Blackhawks force a turnover. Here's Connors now. Backhand, just try to slip that one by Ross Howe. And Connors goes in for bite number 2. Pat Woods gets checked into the glass. Nita pulls up on the near side. You have to be quick. Did well to buy his team a few seconds. The Demons almost had a chance to go in there by splitting the defense. Howe will look to split the defense, but he's only 1v2. He does split the defense. Moves in with a backhand shot. Holland made the save, and a huge, juicy rebound on offer. And the Demons just couldn't get someone in front of the net in time to capitalize. Here's De Lorenzo, his shot, and that's blocked through traffic. Follow-up try by Howe. And it goes all the way back out to the neutral zone. And the Demons putting the pressure on the Hawks early here, looking for that game-tying goal. As who will skate back with Skrulinski, the lone forechecker for the Demons, as the rest of them are on the wrong side of the bench, changing up. Who through center, avoids a check and a slash there from Toussaint to the outside. Sends it in front, no one home. As that one is sent in behind the net. As the puck goes back out to the neutral zone. Nash wearing the Lazzarato jersey, and he had blood on it before. Sent right, here's Armstrong, the trailer, a shot, oh, save there by Holland as Toussaint had come in off the trailer. And the Demons just trying to sniff and find that game-tying goal. As here's Nash. Throws it down ice. Jark will be forced to play it. Bailey comes up with Sykes. Had to be quick as he almost turned it over as Armstrong was lurking. Marceled there by Toussaint. Sykes, the Kiwi, tried to get it out. Armstrong hit there by Longmuir. Good job there in the end by Nash to provide the final check. And as Armstrong, though, going to get go number 2. Finds another gear. Hands it off now here to Toussaint versus McCoy. As it looks like Nash is down there. And he's holding his left knee. He doesn't look to be in good. But back the other way they come. Oh, what a save! As Yule had a golden opportunity to get that and make it 3-1, but a great save by Jacques. And he cancels it out. Nash is just looking at Nash holding his left knee on the bench. I didn't see where the collision was. Just here to your center of screen. That was just before it, I think. Anyway, loose puck and play continues. 13 minutes to go here in the third. Chop the left of the way, and Nita is going to have to hustle and try and make this an icing call. Dow did pretty well to beat him to it and take the check for his troubles. Dow. Sent it there looking for Harper. Couldn't get it through to him. Here's McCoy. Sent there to Powell on the near side. Powell did well to take that puck and hand it off. Shot from McCoy just trickles through to Jacques in the end. And Yule, who was camped at the back post, went looking for a loose puck that wasn't there. And he's all good. Tommy Powell coached the Ice Wolves to the Senior D Cup on Saturday night. He's out here for the Blackhawks this evening. As we talked about earlier, all led the point scoring race with 30 goals and 29 assists in 14 games, 59 points total. Niamuka. Connors got a bit of real estate to work with. Sent in front, and it's just popped out just wide of Woods. And he couldn't seal the deal. Back to the point it goes. Sykes did well to just keep that onside and get it into the corner. Howell trying to get it out, as is Dow. He gets shouldered there by Connors. Sykes sends it back into the corner, and Howell will have to go and retrieve it. And it goes near side. Demons come across. Here's Lake. Skrulinski 1v Sykes. Drops it off. Quick shot from Armstrong across the face of goal. And Ashby could be able to swing onto it, and then swings it out to centre. Touched there by De Lorenzo, so icing is cancelled. And Woods playing the lone hand as the rest of his line mates are getting a spell on the bench. As Zanlungi moves in now here for the Blackhawks. Sorts a pass near side. Skrilinski settles it down. Did well to take that on the first bite. Sent it across. They're looking for De Lorenzo. Just a metre or two in front of him. De Lorenzo tries to get it in over the line. McCoy flips it out to the inner ice area, and Niamuka will go back with speed and swing around and start the breakout now here. Good job from Zanlungi. Sent it blindly in front. Markham was well marked and just couldn't get an effective shot off. And Skrilinski has the puck now here on the near side to De Lorenzo. Had time and space taken away from him. Nice moves from Zanlungi. Saw the check. Got one up high there from Niamuka. No call. Play continues. Back now here to Bailey. Looking for options. Got one. Well, he had Armstrong, but he was pretty tightly marked there by Nita. And he goes back for it in the opposite corner. Sent it now here to McCoy. Goes back to Nita. And I think there's a little bit of miscommunication there. I think he was looking for Longview as he is shouldered there by Armstrong. Connors, though, has a bit of time. And a bit of an angle with the puck, looking for potentially the wraparound. Who calling for it as the delay man. Who his shot, and good effort there from the defenseman to get one on net, but Jacques had a better effort and kept it at 2-1. They have a little bit of a friendly banter as we approach the halfway mark of period number 3, 9:51 to go. The slimmest of margins, the Blackhawks lead 2-1 thanks to the go-ahead goal, 1 of 2 to Steve Zanlungi. Demons try to get it out through Pavey. Back over to the blue line it goes. Here's Who. Swings around. Opposite corner, miscommunication there from Powell. Gill had to bail him out. Bender has the puck now. Back to Tucson. Chops it across, and that puck couldn't settle down on edge. And it comes back out now here to Powell, just through his skates. Dow of the Russell variety swings it out and puts it back into the neutral zone. Did well to delay there, did Jeff Hu, and sent it across ice now here to Woods. Took it well. Woods slings it through and ends up on Powell's stick as his shot was the intention. Powell has Sykes on the point. Turnaround shot, just bounces in front of Jacques, who had the paddle down. And Woods looking for an outlet of his own, and the only outlet available, and unintentionally, was a Demons player in Dow, who gets it through now here to Tucson. Connors. Oh, Woods was in behind the defence. It might be, but some good work there by Howell preventing his progress. And a good shift there from Travis Woods. A couple of good opportunities. As Bender now chips it ahead for Kevin Dow. Nita, blows a tyre at the crucial moment. Nita, this might be, but Dow, there's a penalty coming. And Nita's going to get the gate for slashing. Yeah, pretty clear slash. A penalty you had to take, I guess. But this is going to open up the third power play opportunity of the game for the Demons. They're already 1 for 2 tonight. As Alex Nita gets the gate for slashing. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, pretty clear. As Dow only had Holland to beat. So 8 minutes to go. 2-minute penalty now to Alex Nita for slashing. Here's Armstrong trying to gain the center lane. Just chips it in front. Looking for the chip there from Bender. It's intelligent play there from Army. Sends it into the corner. Here's Dow. Just interchanges places here with Howe. Back to Armstrong. Got some traffic in front. Armstrong thought about the shot and retreats and looks to reset. Oh, Lake was at the back door and just a little too much on the pass for him to get a meaningful shot off. Dow can, and that's into the chest there of Logan Ewell. And he'll flip it up ice looking for Powell, who's in behind the net. Behind the defense, I should say, looking for the net. And he takes the check there from Kevin Dow. Ewell now, as the Blackhawks are playing a pretty aggressive penalty kill. Just trying to wipe those valuable seconds off the penalty. And there's about 65 seconds of said penalty remaining. Good hit there from Ewell, who stood up his man there in Lake. But coming to his rescue is Armstrong. Armstrong to the outside. Armstrong looking for targets in front. Has Dow. Zanlungi loses his stick. Dow tries to get that through. Nice moves from him to maintain control of the puck and draw several players to him. Bender now thought about the shot. Almost had Ashby off the ice. And McCoy forces it in over the blue line. The Blackhawks managed to force the Demons back to their own zone and get a few more seconds off the clock. Here's Zanlungi again. Here's Armstrong. And he sparks something here. Off to Skrilenski to the outside. Just back to Armstrong behind the net. Has Bender and Dow on the points. Goes to Bender now. Traffic in front. Bender shot. And it was well wide in the end. No threat to Damien Holland's net. Nita's going to get ready to rejoin the action as his penalty is about to expire. Here's a shot from De Lorenzo, and that went off his own teammate there, and Skrilenski in front of the net. And we are now back to 5-on-5. The Demons move to 1 for 3 on the man advantage this evening. As Powell going to go with Bender. Bender lost his edge. No penalty in that. Ashby had to be wise there as Dow was shoulder to shoulder with him at the blue line. And Armstrong just trying to buy some team some time to set up. De Lorenzo, I thought Skrilenski was offside there, but play continues. Longmuir just jams it forward. The shifts and the benches have gotten shorter here in this last 2 or 3 minutes or so. Why wouldn't you? Sent up now here to Harper. Couldn't settle down a bouncing puck. His opposite number, Zanlungi, can to the outside and stripped of it there by Bailey. Longmuir breaks some time in space. Longmuir with a shot. Good block there from Wright, who went down on one knee. Zanlungi has it, though. Danger not over for the Demons. As Harper tried to jam it out. Marker all by himself. Tried to get it further in front of him. Puck's in his skates, just can't see it. And Harper gets it right back into the zone. We're under the 5 minutes to go in regulation. Marker shoots it on net. And Jacques had to be alert, as coming in for the rebound was Houston Longmuir, and he keeps it at 2-1. Alain Jacques being the best player on the ice for the Demons for mine, despite his team being behind. So 4.5 to go. We will play stop time if the score was within 1 in the final 2 minutes. And looking like that will be the case if this trend continues. Toussaint just pegged in there by Harper. He's in behind now. Harper off to the races. Sends it in front. Block it there by Holland. Just didn't see the rebound. And Sykes came to his rescue. The shot was initially up high and it just bounced at the right pad there of Holland. And very nearly a tying opportunity there for the Demons. No one was home. And Duncan Sykes got the stick on it. Ashby driving the net. Oh, he was sandwiched there by Toussaint. Didn't see it coming. And a huge hit there from the Demons defenseman. Comes back the other way. Toussaint. His pass is intercepted here by Zanlungi. Tried to chip it out over the blue line. Is successful in doing so. And the Demons now trying to pile the pressure on, looking for that tying goal. Sent in behind the net. Sykes has Yule up ice and Powell cross ice. Goes to Yule. The safe option up the boards. He goes cross ice now. Powell with Zanlungi. Powell gets some attention of his own. Yule camps in front of the net. Powell trying to gain that center shooting lane. Powell shot, and that's tipped and into the netting. And yet another face-off. Sure, we'll have a timeout from the Demons pending. And we'll keep an eye on Alain Jacques. Yeah, there it is. No, jump the gun. I'm sure Alain Jacques will be heading to the Demons bench pretty shortly. Here's Dow. To his brother Kevin, gets the shoulder there from Nita. Nita does well, and hand pass called, and that will be, I believe, in the neutral zone. Yes, it will be. So we're approaching the stop time period, the 2-minute warning, if you will, of the IHV variety. Now here's Powell. Just content to chew up a few more seconds off this clock. Sent it long. That was touched potentially with a high stick, not according to the linesman. As Zanlungi now has the puck. Sends it in front. Oh, that was just in the skates there of Tommy Powell, and he couldn't take it cleanly. 2-on-2 scrum as Armstrong just lurking there at that blue line, trying to spark his team. 100 seconds left. Nice long-range pass. Powell in behind. Powell shot. Blocked away there by Jacques. Connors put into the corner there by Powell. Here's Armstrong. 1v2. Can he spark his team? Armstrong delays. Here's Bender with a shot. Oh, great block there by McCoy. Sorry, that was Hu, excuse me, showing courage to take that full steam in the ribs. And gains his team an icing. And we have a penalty, I believe. So we have a penalty, timeout, called by the Demons. And we have a penalty going to the Blackhawks. Didn't see what both referees were at the Blackhawks bench. There was a bit of chatter. Was it maybe 6 on? I'm not sure.
Blackhawks has called their timeouts.
All right, so just had confirmation. Nothing happened there. It was just Jeff Hu was injured. He had to get off the ice, making his way over gingerly. So 1:16 left in regulation. Blackhawks used their timeout. And a big draw for the Demons here. Jacques has been pulled. 6 skaters on. They'll go with Bender, Armstrong, Howe, Dow, Niamuka, and Russell Dow. Powell, Sykes, McCoy, Connors, and Travis Woods on the ice for the Blackhawks. As well as Tommy Powell. Here's Russell Dow now. As the puck up high. Goes right now here to Niamuka. Just couldn't control the puck. He'll get time and space to deal with it now near side. Niamuka behind the net looking for outlets. Has 2 of them available on the point. One of them, Russell Dow, where's the puck now? His shot bounced through traffic and wide. And Armstrong has it now here for the Demons. Less than a minute to go here in this grand final. It's poked up here by Tommy Powell. And he just couldn't get clean purchase on it to send it towards the empty net. But it will wipe seconds off this clock. The Demons looking for the tying goal, looking to enter the zone. Here's Howe to Bender, over the line now with Armstrong and Kevin Dow. Back now here to Russell Dow at the point. His shot into the corner to Kevin. Stripped of it there momentarily by Nita, but it ends up in the skates and sent out off the glass there by Woods. This might go in towards the net. It just goes off the side, and that will be icing as Travis Woods very nearly iced the game for the Blackhawks. Only had 3 this year to Travis Woods. Would have loved to have made that 4, the first for the playoffs. And 23 seconds left. We'll see what unfolds here. Here's the draw, pivotal one. Run by Niamuka. Little shake and bake at the blue line to Russell Dow. It's going to go down the length of the ice. There's McCoy, flips it up. Powell is lurking. It's still onside. He's going to beat out the icing call, or did he? Okay, it was ruled offside. Oh, was it ruled icing? Okay. Bit of confusion about that call. He did look a little bit offside from my angle, so I'll pay them that. Not sure if it was icing, though. Offside pass is the call. Okay, fair enough. So the Demons, this is their final throw of the dice. Final throw of the dice here for the Demons, the Blackhawks. Can they put this one away? Zanlungi wins a pivotal draw. It comes back out to the blue line. Here's Dow's shot, tipped through traffic. It's Lindenroth, they score! Can you believe it? 7 seconds left, it's tied. And we are heading to overtime. Ross Howe has made it 2-2 the score. The last throw of the dice indeed, and it came up. Holland made the initial save. Howe was there providing the traffic in front. And just like that, hold on to your hats, folks. Overtime is coming up, barring an absolute heroic effort in the next 7 seconds. Ross Howe scores with 7 seconds remaining. And we go to 4-on-4 here in the next period of play for 10 minutes. And if we haven't settled it by then, it'll be 3-on-3 for another 10.
That goal scored for the Demons by number 27, Ross.
So Howe gets the goal, Russell Dow gets the helper,
Armstrong.
and Matt Armstrong gets the second assist. So just a quick recap of the goal scorers. Howe and Kevin Dow have the goals for the Demons, and Steve Zanlungi has a pair for the Blackhawks. And now we move into the who makes the first mistake period, as overtime is affectionately known as. And we will have the on-ice presentation following the end of this game, so stick around for that as well. Individual awards were handed out on Friday night in game number 2. But, well, nails being bitten all over the arena and at home, if you're a fan of both of these two teams. I'll be interested to see what Andrew Worzen has for his troops on the bench. As to the Blackhawks, so, well, 2 of the deciding games, B's and C's, have went to overtime in game number 2. Game number 3, the A's will be settled in overtime. D's the only exception. So, 1v4, the Blackhawks finished first. The Demons finished in 4th place in the regular season. Who will skate around and be number 1 after this 4-on-4 period? 10 minutes of time between now and 3-on-3. Bender. Cross ice now here to Russell Dow. Has his brother Kevin to his left. Thought about the delay. Bender. Well, just out of the reach there of Yule, and he was off to the races. Should have not got through to Armstrong. Armstrong swings around. Armstrong around 1, around 2. His shots saved there by Holland. Off the side of the net. On the rebound, and Holland to the rescue again. Whoa, Matt Armstrong nearly iced the game for the Demons. And real edgy of seat stuff here. That's what overtime's all about. Let's have a look. There's the initial shot. Whoa, yeah, just off the... I think I was more concerned about that bouncing in off the back of Holland. But anyway, here's a quick shot from Niamuka. Head-hunting shot that went over the mask there of Holland. And into the corner. Zanlungi backhands this one across. Here's McCoy. Got Connors breaking down the center line. Just chips in for Connors to go in and chase. He's going to beat out the icing call. Connors back now to McCoy, and McCoy blows a tire. Now that will be icing the other way, but no, Holland decides to come out of his net and settle things down now here for the team in white. Sykes, some tired legs out there already, given the intensity of this game. Zanlungi at center. Around 1. Zanlungi to the outside. Going to drive the net. Zanlungi with Connors in front. Tried to go through to him, and Jacques had the paddle down and settled down a bouncing puck. Eight minutes remaining. First overtime period. 4-on-4 hockey. Ashby, Woods, Hu and Sykes out versus Skrilinski, Bender, Dow and De Lorenzo for the Demons. Draw one there by Woods. Back to Sykes. Puts it in behind. No one there for the Blackhawks. It goes into the opposite corner. So Russell Dow will have it now here for the Demons. Sends it to his line mate De Lorenzo that just goes in behind Hu. Almost went into the bench, and offside was Skrilinski. Or hand pass, excuse me. And it will come back to the defensive side of the neutral zone as far as the Demons are concerned. Nearly got away with it. Here's the playoffs, so got to take anything you can get. As the draw comes back now here to the Demons. Here's Dow. Sent rink wide. Sykes gets to it first. Has to backhand it, but turns it straight over now here to Bender. thought about the shot. His progress delayed. Ashby blows a tyre. That might give them a temporary advantage in terms of on-ice numbers. That shot was plucked up and sent out to centre ice. Here's Travis Woods. Just can't beat out the skates there of Bender. As we get a change now here for the Blackhawks. Powell onto the ice. Bender thought about the shot through traffic around Sykes. Bender with a shot. Oh, that whistled across the face. As the Demons looking for the game-winning goal here. But this is it. Tommy Powell now in behind. Powell, can he settle this one down? Powell on the breakaway. Powell shoots, and he's gone! That's it! That's it! Tommy Powell has won the game for the Blackhawks. 3-2. Here in overtime. And the Blackhawks make it 3 from 3. ABC. 1, 2, 3. And 3 of the best from them this afternoon. And they take this one in game number 3, 3-2. Tommy Powell, we had most points on the year. Coached the Ice Wolves to a premiership on Saturday night, and he's led the Blackhawks to the premiership here the same. Let's have a look at that breakdown again. So here's the initial shot from Bender. Went into the opposite corner. Good work there from Jeff Hu to spot his compatriot up ice. Split the D. Powell did well to settle down that initial shot. Forehand, backhand, under the pads he goes. And the Blackhawks skate away with the Kleiner. Thrilling game. Full credit to the Demons. They stepped with them the whole way. That tying goal from Ross Howell, and 7 seconds to go, was an absolute ripper. But Powell has ended it with 5:54 remaining here in overtime. 3-2. Quick recap of the goal scorers. Powell with 1, the game winner. Zanlungi with a pair for the Blackhawks. The late inclusion for the suspended Andrew Fitzgerald. And Ross Howell and Kevin Dow, the goal scorers for the Demons. Both teams will shake hands, and then we will have the presentation of the trophy. Wow. Fitting end to season 2022 across the grades. Probably not so much if you're a Demons fan, but in terms of the spectacle, absolutely deserved an overtime game. Had plenty of opportunities for both teams. Zanlungi's goal from earlier. As we see Joe Naimuka had a pretty good game for the Demons. I thought Jacques was probably their best player, despite being on the losing side of the equation. Can't really blame him for either of those goals. Jeff Hu was really good for the Blackhawks as well. But it was just the team in white's night and year, really. 3 premierships from 4 divisions, pretty good. Ice Wolves cleaning up the 4th. There's the goal from Howe. That brought the house down. Right on the doorstep, backhand. And very nearly sending the Demons to the premiership on the overtime side of the equation. But it was this man, Tommy Powell, getting the light stretch pass, forehand, backhand, underneath. And that is all she wrote. And the Blackhawks take away the premiership here, the championship for season 2022. Congratulations to them and President Glenn Grandy and co. And let's go to centre ice for the presentations.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a number of trophies to hand out. More in black, firstly, is the President's Medal, Best and Most Valuable Player for the 2022 season, and that goes to Matt Armstrong. That's the perpetual trophy for this award. Now, if we could have the Demons come up for their medals, please. And now, I'm sure we have no shortage of them, some very happy Blackhawks. Thank you, gentlemen. Now, if we could have the captain of the Blackhawks to collect the trophy for what's the word? The championship for 2022, the Kleiner Trophy.
So there you have it, folks. The Blackhawks taking this one 3-2, and they win the Kleiner for season 2022, 2-1 over the Demons here at the O'Brien Icehouse. And a thrilling overtime game, and Tommy Powell getting the game winner with 5:54 remaining in the overtime period. My name's Steve White. Thanks very much for joining us here all season at both the AIHL and the IHV finals. Pleasure streaming them all to you. And we'll see you next time. Next time will be 5th, 6th and 7th here at the O'Brien Icehouse for the Trans-Tasman Series. We'll see you then.